Hi Libra, welcome to your Case of the Ex reading. I will be throwing out 4 cards that indicate how your ex is feeling, what are the emotions regarding, this relationship and how it's ended and what they're up to and how they're feeling, etc. So we'll get into that for you, Libra. Case of the Ex. Libra's exes. What's going on with them? Okay, so 5 of Wands, 2 of Wands, the Strength card, and the Magician. Okay, so starting off with the 5 of Wands, there's a lot of tension here. The 5 of Wands is all about altercations, debating, arguing. I feel like a lot of you will be going through this, unfortunately. You could be still arguing, you could be still fighting. It's just, this is things not working cohesively. 2 people cannot come together here and have a decent conversation, overcome these obstacles, talk it out, work it out. This is locking horns, butting heads because the 2 of you don't see eye to eye. A lot of you could be dealing with fire signs because the 3 cards here are fire: Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. You do have the Magician here, which could be an Aries or a Gemini, but regardless of the sign, there's for some of you, not for all, there will be this ongoing debating and arguing and just jealousy, possessiveness, feeling hurt, not being able to sit down calmly and rationally and just discuss what's been happening with you and why you're not seeing eye to eye together. This is, disharmony. This is a lot of arguing. This is also gossip. I feel like other people might be involved in what's been happening in your relationship and how you've ended the relationship. And I would advise as a precursor here to just be mindful of who you're telling things to, because the 5 of Wands can often denote gossip. There's a lot of people here. And oftentimes when people hear things, people misconstrue and people can shape and mold comments and judgments and form opinions very quickly. So it's important that you're just keeping in mind at the back of your head, do you really trust this person that you're opening up to? Girlfriends, good mates, good friends, siblings, whoever it is, people at work, people who know these people, mutual friends. I feel like there's some sort of gossip coming into play here. You could have even broken up because of gossip, because of something someone said, someone's comment, someone's disapproval. But the 5 of Wands is, I feel like there's energy, or this energy with the 5 of Wands is this disharmony, lack of communication. And when there is communication, it's not effective, it's not thorough, and it's not something that can be, I feel like it's a barrier right now. It doesn't mean that it will be in the future. I just feel like right now there's a lot going on for this person, and I feel as though they're not getting the right words that they want to say to you, Libra. I feel like they're really hurt, and there's anger because, the Wands is oftentimes fire and motivation and anger and just being really immersed in the moment. So I feel like this might be happening for you for quite some time, this disharmony. And just again, be mindful of who you're telling things to. This person could be, your ex could be telling a lot of things to other people as well, and in turn causing this to be more harder, more complicated than it has to be. Because moving on, you have the 2 of Wands. The 2 of Wands is someone being in 2 minds about something. This is also a trip. For some of you, there could have been an ex that had 2 people, so you and someone else. This other person could possibly have been online that they were talking to, comes from a different culture to you, could be overseas, it could even be an ex. Because it says choices, this is 2 things. So they could be talking to someone else still, and this is what's causing this lack of harmony and lack of sorting things out. This won't apply for everyone, because the 2 of Wands can also indicate that this person is thinking about taking a holiday or taking a trip of some kind. So you might hear about this person either traveling for work, thinking about relocating, thinking about going for a visa. If you have been in a long distance relationship, this person might be thinking about coming back to where you are, or leaving the city, state, or country, or province, whatever you call it, based in the area, in village, towns, relocating possibly for work or leisure. So you might hear of this person doing that. For some, you could even take a trip and end up bumping into this person, bumping into your ex overseas. There's a foreign connection here. But there's also choices, because 2 is choices, it's options. So it's possibly someone that has had options around when you were in a relationship, or has options around them now. And they're definitely in two minds about who to go back to, who to connect with, who to end up with, who to pursue a relationship with. You also have the Strength card though. For some of you, I want to say, like, because the Strength card is having the strength to overcome an obstacle, to overcome hard times, to have the strength to overcome hardships in relationships. So for some of you, I feel like these exes are worth fighting for. Literally, like, you will be fighting, and for some of you, I feel like it can go either way. The two of wands, there's options here in the form of what the path of your relationship will be, because it's either, for some of you, you're going to separate, go different ways, different paths in life completely. But for others, there will be an option to come back together. And this is maybe what the Strength card is showing, that there's a possibility here, Libra, that you could come back to this lover. And it's almost like you needing the strength to work through it. For others, it's you needing the strength to walk away. So, but there's something to do with strength here. So someone's obviously had the strength to end the relationship. Someone's mustered up that strength to leave a relationship that no longer serves them, leave someone that can't offer them what they want emotionally, mentally, physically. So this could be, the Strength card can be interpreted in many, many forms here. I feel if this is the ex, though, they're definitely lacking missing affection, because as you can see, she's very affectionate here with the Lion, and he just seems to just absolutely be indulging in her touch. So for some, I feel like they're craving affection. And there's a lot of Wands and Fire here. So for some, I feel like you could potentially be coming back for a sexual relationship together, because it's lust, it's sex, it's that strong vibe that might keep you coming back together, a really strong attraction. It's possibly lust. But, that can oftentimes get the relationship really, really even more messy than it was, after the breakup, as we can see with the Five of Wands. So just be wary of that. But you also have the Magician. Magician is it's a fresh start, but, I like the Magician. This is manifesting. So some of you are going to manifest an ex back. However, it's a double-edged sword, because the Magician is also someone that deceives us, can deceive us. He does something, or she does something that can deceive us, because the Magician performs, he deceives, he tricks us. And we feel amused and charmed and enamored and enlightened and just bewildered. So there could be a bit of deceit around this ex. They could be telling you things that aren't necessarily true. They could be saying things to you that aren't necessarily true. Maybe it's about another person that's around them. Maybe it's, some could be trying to trick you to get back with them, Libra. This is possible here with the Magician. But for some, I feel like they're manifesting a brand new start with you, or they're manifesting a brand new relationship with a fire sign. So you may hear of this. Could also be a Gemini, but they're manifesting, they're undergoing a new start in love, at work. There's definitely a new start ahead for them, whether it's a new start back with you or it's a new start with someone else. It's a new start because they've got options. I feel like there's choice here for this sign. It's either choice to leave, choice to come back, and they're definitely going to be manifesting one of those outcomes, and you'll see that playing out. Not all of you, of course. Because some will need to summon the strength to leave. I feel like you're at a crossroads with this person. There's a decision to keep going, to muster the strength, overcome all the obstacles. But I just feel like right now, and possibly in the near future, this communication just appears to be a real barrier. It's a real obstacle for the two of you in overcoming your issues, overcoming why the relationship hasn't been working out, why you even broke up, your past. Maybe it's yeah, but look, there's definitely something new, a new start that's manifesting for this person, and whether it's with you or whether it's with someone brand new. But there's like physicality here with the Strength card. I feel like they're craving affection. They may be turning elsewhere for affection, for, physical love. So that's also possible. But I hope this has been insightful for you, Libra. Thank you so much for joining me, and all the best for now.